Yeah. All right, Pelicans began the day 5 back of the Grizzlies for that 8th spot. They have the easiest post-All-Star schedule in the league, starting in Portland. Damian Lillard out for the Blazers. Another break for New Orleans on the road, and they've very much had the Blazers' number. Drew Holiday to Zion shows off the strength and off the turnover. Josh Hart pushes it ahead to Zion, and you know what he can do with that.
Yes, indeed. You see that finish. That's spectacular. Be careful, Ram.
On the other end, Hassan Whiteside. He gets those rebounds outside of his zone because of those long arms. Williamson left alone that time. He'll throw that down. And then Josh Hart finds him moving without the basketball here.
That is dynamic. He moves without the ball. He plays off of the ball. We know with the ball, he is a threat at the rim.
Pelicans put up 41 in the first quarter, 73 at the half, and led it by 10. C.J. McCollum steps back, knocks down the three.
Melo.
And that's Melo. A little education for Zion.
Yeah, it's time to go to school, young fella.
Footwork.
He's got that.
Smitty, they still teach that?
Now, I don't know. The jab, half jab.
Melo at 20 on the night. There's J.J.
Is that J.J.?
Unimpeded. Nobody
Just
there
jumpers?
to beat him, yeah. Josh Hart to beat the buzzer. Got that. Pelicans expand their lead to 19 through 3 quarters. And the Blazers couldn't threaten.
Uh-oh.
And then Drew Holiday to Lonzo Ball, also underneath and all by his lonesome. And the Pelicans get a 4-game season sweep. Something about the Pelicans and the Blazers, they have Portland's number. The Pelicans have now won 4 of 5. They had 36 assists on their 45 buckets. Zion with 25 on the night. And over his last 4 games, he has averaged 27 points a game on 63% shooting. Grizzlies lose, Blazers lose, Spurs win, Pelicans win, and so the race for 8th has tightened up even more, with the Pelicans now within 4 and the Spurs and Portland just 3.5 games back. And for the Pelicans to make a push, they're going to need more of what they got on Friday night out of Zion.
Yeah, and I think if he can keep playing at that level and then some other guys start to pick up, but what I love is you talked about the 36 assists. Over the last 9 games, they've averaged over 30 assists. So I think if they can keep that pace, sharing the basketball and spreading the wealth, defensively tighten up a little bit more. And then I think Drew Holiday is the key for me. If he can start to get to that level where you saw him as an all-star, I think he has that capability. I think if he can keep pushing those young guys and himself, they have a chance to make a run at least.
Physically, we know what Zion can do. I mean, he's just a sort of specimen you don't see come into the league very often. What are the subtle things that he's doing to make himself even more effective?
I think just moving without the basketball. He doesn't need the basketball as most superstars need to dominate the ball. He can play off of it, and you see right here, side pick and roll. Trevor Ariza doesn't get the call for the ice, so what? He gets clipped. Ball goes to the middle. Analytically, and anytime the ball gets in the middle, the defense will break down. There's no tag out of the corner, and if you could tag, you're too small. Just to the rim, easy layup. He didn't even see the defender. Transition, vertical player. Vertical on the court, meaning rim to rim. Vertical above the rim. He puts you in the basket and one basketball, and he just pounds you in the post, man. He goes at your chest. And this continuity right here, this play right here between Zoe and Zion at the elbow, you know a spin is coming. Just throw it to the rim over the shoulder of Melo. High or low, he's going to get it, create space with his shoulders.
Stay with him, Melo.
It's too strong. He can't do that anymore. It's like, I'm not here for that. But he plays great, and he gives – you can't prepare for that. You can't prepare for physicality with athleticism, quickness, and speed, and his ability to play make. You just can only hope your rotations are down.
More than any dunk he's thrown down so far, his feel for the game has been the most impressive thing for me 11 games into his very young career. Doubleheader coming up here on Sunday. If you haven't seen D'Angelo Russell as a Timberwolf, here's your chance as they take on the Nuggets in the Mile High at 6 Eastern time. And then more from Zion as the Pelicans hit San Francisco to meet the Warriors at 8:30. Coverage starts at 5:30 East. The rest of Friday night is on the way. CP3 shined late as the Thunder continue to be better than okay in crunch time. Plus, Luka returned from the break, picking up where he left off in a sweep of the Magic in Orlando.